Hello friends, and welcome back. We are getting closer and closer to the heart of Arkansas. We are at DeGray Lake, Iron Mountain Campground. If you're familiar with Iron Mountain, they have some amazing mountain biking trails here. Cody is still putting the finishing touches on the tent. But it is such a beautiful day here. The sun is shining, but we know that we have 2 days coming of rain. We are here for the entire week. The end of the week we're going to mountain bike ride, so you'll see that on the next vlog. But on this vlog, you'll get to see how we're gonna handle 2 days of rain. So there is a line of thunderstorms coming through. Not tonight, but it would be tomorrow night. We're just kind of enjoying this nice little evening right now. I'm making broccoli cheddar soup, so we're gonna enjoy that. Maybe make a little fire. But so far, we have never been to this campground. This is our first time here, and so far, it looks like during the week, like most campgrounds, it's pretty dead, if you can see. All the campsites run along this bluff. There's a loop here. If you cross on the other way, there's another loop, but the water is right here. So you could walk down to the water. It looks like it's still kind of a far walk, and you're gonna go downhill the entire way. But we are at the Arkansas water, and this water, this is just DeGray Lake, and this water is so clean, not even compared to Lake Ouachita. You know, we live Lake Ouachita, but DeGray Lake is very clean as well. A lot of people like to go boating on it. But other than that, we're almost done.
Yep, just making sure we get this tent down, staked with rain flies, because on top of this ridge, we know that the wind's going to be coming from that southeast or southwest, and it's going to be coming from that direction right towards us here. And that's why we chose this campground too, because we got here and reserved online. We did not have to reserve at a campground in advance.
Yes, so you can, so to book a camp spot here, you have to reserve online only. But we were not very far from here, maybe an hour, hour and a half, so we just went ahead and drove this way and kind of scoped out which one would fit our lifestyle better. So since we have rain coming, we're actually going to set up the big tent maybe over here somewhere so we can hang out in during the day, work out, get some work done on the computer, and we're just sleeping in the small tent. We're just utilizing everything we can. Even if it's not raining, if you're familiar with Arkansas, you know that there is consistent moisture in the air. So even if there's a heavy cloud cover, there's going to be moisture, you're going to be wet. So it's just better off if we have the big tent. That's why we got it. We can work out in it. We can, like I said, work on the computer, get some stuff done.
And the reason we're not sleeping in the big tent like we used to is we learned our lesson. We've talked about it before. This holds heat from that Mr. Buddy heater better, and it's supposed to be low 40s. When you mix that with moisture,
yeah, it's gonna be cold, which it's not gonna be too bad, you know, compared to other harsh times we've had. Like I said, we'll be here for a week. We've got 2 days of rain and then 2 days of beautiful warm sunshine, and we're gonna ride those 2 days. But as of right now, let's get dinner started.
morning, y'all.
Good morning.
It's a little chilly. It rained a little bit, and it's a little late.
Yeah, it's like 11 now. We slept in really late. But I guess it's not going to rain all day today like we thought. We checked the weather. It looks like it's going to be intermittently. It's not going to be consistent all day, but we still need to put a canopy up just in case if I'm trying to cook. We have a tarp. We have our other tent. So just depending on how the day goes, depends on what we're going to put up.
We're just going to play it by ear. And it was time change, so it's staying later longer, and we're sleeping later.
Staying later longer?
No, it's staying light longer. Yeah, so it's staying light longer.
Which that was good. I mean, what it was like.
But we're sleeping later.
7:45 by the time it got dark last night. But yeah, so we're kind of messed up because instead of us getting up at 10:30, it should have been 9:30. So now we have to like get acclimated to that again.
Guys, we really don't sleep that late, but for some reason this place was so quiet. It was deathly quiet all night. It was so peaceful.
Well, and once again, we have the whole campground. The two people that were here left. There was a guy down there left. This person never showed up.
And just left their trailer.
I guess they've never had their trailer stolen before, because if that was us, it probably would have been stolen already. Yeah, they have no boot on it.
They have nothing on it.
Chains are just there, so
they have a tongue lock, but that's it.
Well, we had a tongue lock.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like it could easily get stolen. But we're here.
Well, this must be a
we'll
safer
protect
campground.
it. I think so. Because it is so late, we're not cooking a grand breakfast.
By the time I get done with breakfast, it'll be 1. So we're just gonna do waffles, and then I'm gonna cook dinner later.
Before we can cook breakfast, we've got to put the canopy up because it's supposed to continue to be off and on rain. You might be asking why we're not putting their batwing awning up if you're new to the channel. I'll let Kelly explain that.
All right, so the batwing awning is not good for rain. It's strictly for shade. It's a flat awning, so water pools in the center of each of those little triangles in between the bars, and it just sinks down. So you have to push it up and get all the water out, and once you do that, mud and water splashes up back on you. So it's not really built for that. We will be picking up something here pretty soon that I ordered that would help with that, but it's still not ideal. It would just help with the water splashing back up on us. We could push the water out, you know, and play that game all day. But I would rather just have the canopy or tarp. We actually bought a new tarp that's fairly large, so we could use that as well. I think Cody needs to practice on stringing that up. Do you know how you would string that up yet?
Yeah, but I need to practice.
Nothing like the present.
Or you want me to do that instead of this?
No, I want you to do that, so I can go ahead and cook dinner.
Okay.
I mean breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever we're about to have.
Brunch. Level.
Now we're under the canopy and we're safe from any raindrops just in case. Do waffles and our usual coffee. Lavender coffee, by the way. Loving that. I think we've had it every day. Might as well, because it takes forever to go through that bag anyway.
Not gonna believe this, but I get the canopy up and it's starting to be clear again. Or not clear, but the sun's starting to come out.
That's how it works.
So we were able to check the weather, and I don't think we're going to get any more rain till this evening, which makes for a very nice day. Not having to dodge raindrops.
So I was wrong. It's going to be enjoyable. And we have the whole campground to ourselves. I don't know how many times I say that, but I get excited about that.
This is a really nice campground though. We have site 4. Yeah, we have site 4. We're up on the top of this big ridge and we're out on a peninsula, and there's one road that comes through right there. Over there on the other side of the lake, or the bay, is all the mountain bike trails, and there's tons of miles, so we'll be doing that next week. Some of the best trails in Arkansas. Actually, Arkansas has too many amazing trails to even say there's a best. So this lake is controlled by the Corps of Engineers, and this is a Corps of Engineers campground. Like Kelly said yesterday, you reserve online. It's the only way you can reserve these camp spots now.
How about number 17 is a good one too?
Oh, number 17?
Yeah, it's right by the water if you want.
Where's 17 at?
Summer. Remember that's the one we pulled up to on the bluff up there?
Oh, okay. So while Kelly's cooking, hey, I'll just take them up there. Okay. I'll be right back. So I guess we'll just walk around real quick and show y'all good ones for tent camping. Now y'all got y'all's pen out, right? Write this down. Number 4 is good that we're at. Number 27 is good. It's got a good flat spot. Number 8 is really great, but the problem with number 8, you're right beside the dumpster and you're right beside the shower. With that light, it is so bright, it would keep you up at night if you're closer to the shower. It is really bright. You got 24 and you got 25, which have good spots, but once again, you're right across from that street light. Again, why we didn't choose this side is the storm that's coming this evening is coming from the southwest, that direction, and going northeast. And that's why we were on the other side of the ridge, because if you can see, we're kind of downhill a little bit protected from high winds, because when you're up here, you're going to be getting just hammered with high winds. 22 is good. 10, you're way back there, you got to get something good. And everything out here has water, so if you need water. Not water hookups at campsites, you have electric, but you don't have water. I wish we could have got 17. So 17 has 2 parking spots, one for your trailer, one for your vehicle, however you want to do it, plus this tent pad. Yeah. I really wish we would have been able to be up here. This is a real nice spot. Well, heck, it looks like you can walk all the way down to the water. So 17, in my opinion, when the weather is going to be great, is the number 1 spot of this camping ground. You have a trail going down to the water right behind your camp, and you have a huge flat area. So Angel Princess, when I took them over there to see the beautiful camping spot number 17, which could be yours, by the way.
Back up.
Oh, goodness gracious. I found a cool trail that goes all the way down, and I think we should take them and you to the water's edge.
Yeah.
Take a look at it later.
I would love to put my hands in sacred Arkansas waters. It's been too long.
Sacred Arkansas waters. It's actually true.
It's been charged by the crystals. Man, it is turning out to be a gorgeous day. Cody's been working really hard around the tent here. It looks like you dug a moat.
Well, see, the problem here we got is all this water that's going to come tonight is going to come straight down into our tent. And I was looking at the pad prior, and water built up on the pad and made a pond. So what I did was I put these rocks that were just right around here, made a wall so you could understand the flow of water. You want to make sure that it has something hard to hit, and I might put one rock right here to break it up a little bit so there's not so much force hitting this wall. And I went through and I dug everything off of this and just made a trench out, because the dirt was actually covering the pad right here, so you couldn't actually see the concrete wall. So I removed all that dirt and cleaned out everything along that so the water will shoot out that way.
It's gonna be a heavy downpour, and not for very long, I don't think. Here's the deal. So they are saying there's a potential for tornado and hail, but I can tell you right now, it is not warm enough for that development where we are at. Now maybe in like East Texas, Dallas, DFW area, maybe, but I mean, I am in thermals, so I don't think that that's gonna happen here. It's definitely not warm enough for that. Let's go check out the water. Since we're walking by the bathroom, I was gonna show you the bathroom, and there's no one here, so there's nobody in there. So we haven't showered yet. Yeah, there's gotta be a heater. It feels so good in here. So this is what we're working with. I'm probably going to use this one because it has the better shower head. They got paper towels on this one. They don't have paper towels. Oh, also if you want to wash dishes, they have these sinks, but you have to like hold it on. So Cody was helping me do dishes. And then in the bathroom, there's a heater in there as well. And this is what we're working with. So it's not bad. I've been in worse. There's a heater, so that's a plus. Off to the water. Ready?
Oh, across the lake over there is the...
Look at that turkey vulture in that tree straight ahead. Do you see it?
Oh, there's two of them. Okay, we'll get to the turkey vultures in a minute. But right over there are some large buildings. That is DeGray Lake State Park and Resort. So there's a huge resort over there with golfing, and then there's also a camping ground to the west, but there's no mountain bike trails on that side. That's why we chose to be over here.
I thought I saw some lights over there last night.
Yeah, those are some big boys.
There's 3 of them actually. There they go. There's 3 of them.
There's 4.
Oh.
Oh, apparently there's something dead over there.
Oh, good. Well, they weren't eating it. They were just guarding it. Is this a trail?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't see anything. I'd assume that with all of them right there, there was something there. I don't smell anything, do you?
No. I've missed it. It's like the best. Oh my gosh. Well, take me home country roads. That's why I love camping. It's this.
I've missed Arkansas. I might start crying.
I need to go kayak camping, man.
What feeds DeGray Lake is one of our favorite waterways, the Caddo River, and that's what's been dammed up right next to Caddo Valley in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. We're real close to I-30, probably 10-minute, 12-minute drive to I-30. And this is the first ridge or the foothills of the Ouachita Mountains. So that little outcrop of rock right here is what's still exposed to this day of the Ouachita Mountains. Off in the distance you have some bigger peaks that starts going into a wildlife management area, that big peak over there. And then when you get on this ridge and you look south, you'll have rolling hills, or the rolling foothills of the Ouachita Mountains, but this is the first big uplift that's still exposed. I'm not even sure what this is all about. If y'all know what caused this, please put in the comments below. Look at that. Has to be some kind of mineral makeup, because there's actually a purple hue or a blue hue on this layer. If you can tell that has a blue hue to it. I've missed Arkansas. I love my home state. Jump off in there, Kelly.
I would if it was warmer.
This is how fast things change in Arkansas. I haven't even walked back to camp yet from the lake side, and this is already turning dark, because I know this is going to be, I don't know if it's starting around 7 or later, but because we know it's going to be raining well in tomorrow afternoon, I am going to collect some firewood so that we have some dry wood to start a fire tomorrow once the rain stops, and just store it up under the trailer to protect just enough, because once you can get a fire started, you can go around and collect wet wood and stick it around the fire and let that dry out while you have your main fire going on in the center. So you don't need too much, but you would like to have something that can get it started. we just had one of the hands down greatest showers at a campground. Hands down, hands down, hands down. It was the spray. It wasn't the stream. Phenomenal.
But there was
great pressure.
Heater in there, so that helped too. The heater and
the skylight.
Yeah, it was just all in all like probably one of the most, I'm not kidding you, relaxing showers I've had in a long time.
I didn't want to get out.
Relaxing. I didn't either.
I felt like I was in a cave. I felt like I was in a cave with the light up top, you know, the sun beaming through, well, cloudy sky. But Kelly had one thing go wrong, and it's the fear that everyone has when they're in a public shower. Kelly, what happened?
So if you don't know, it is an art to take a shower in public showers. So I had one pant leg in, and I was trying to dry this foot off to put this pant leg on. I had this leg tucked into this pant leg. And as I put the towel up and I bent over, a leg fell out and it just all fell in a puddle of water on the floor. So, yeah. So what I did, I tried to put it on. It was like, oh, it was so wet. And so I just put my shirt on and I just pulled it down. I didn't have them up and I just walked. Thank God we're the only people here who just walked so fast. And then I'd put these thermals on. Yeah,
I was out here sitting in the chair and I was like, what's going on, babe? So if you see these hanging, they're drying. But tonight, since we didn't do anything for breakfast, it was more like a, what was it? Like a brunch. It was a brunch, but it was the waffles. Kelly's actually going to be cooking something tonight. Honey, what are you cooking?
Yeah, so I have not made this for y'all. Actually, I haven't made a quesadilla in a long time. But I'm going to make a quesadilla. It's going to be black beans, a green bell pepper, onion. I've got some pepper jack cheese, some avocados, black beans. I don't have any limes, but I have a lemon, so I'm going to use that. And what else am I digging for in here? The salsa. I thought I had some salsa. I haven't opened it yet.
Fresh salsa.
Yes. Sam. And we have some chips. Chips, salsa.
Well, as Jonathan used to say when he was 6 years old, let's get this party started. Dinner was phenomenal as always. We got dishes washed. In preparation for the potential storm, we decided to go ahead and put the canopy back up because there's supposed to be some high winds. Maybe a chance of hell. We don't really think we'll have any. If we do have any, which probably we won't, it'd be like pea size. And we're just about to bunker down. What do you think about it, babe?
Yeah, we're just waiting. We're gonna get all cozy in the tent and hang out here until the storms come. I think we probably have like another hour, hour and a half maybe. And there's a little heater. It's not that cold outside, but it's just nice to have a little bit of dry air with all the moisture. Yeah, and it's really cozy. Pretty much it. We'll check back, update you, let you know what happens.
We're checking in. It's 10:47 p.m. And we do have a pretty big storm coming towards us. It doesn't look like the bad stuff is coming directly towards us. Let me turn this fancy light off so you can see the phone. There you go.
This is at 11. No, it's moving fast now.
So we're right there. That little
We're the blue dot.
Doesn't look too bad.
But there's some lightning out in the distance and thunder, so it's coming.
But we're going to try to go to sleep and see how the weather gets. If it gets real heavy and crazy, we'll check back in again.
If it's just pretty chill, then we'll just see you in the morning.
We made it through the night. It wasn't that bad at all.
No, it was just rain. It wasn't bad at all.
It was very heavy rain though. And our little trench worked out. You can tell the water flow went right here. And you can see where it kind of did this little swirl, shot on out here, and forced some residue. So it actually worked. Not residue, but leaves and other stuff shot it on out there. But Kelly just got a phone call from her mom, or a text.
Well, we woke up to this beautiful sunny sun. And I was like, oh, wow, cool. Maybe we're not going to get any more rain. And then my mom texted me. She was like, hey, is it raining there? And I was like, no. She was like, it's raining here. And I was like, oh my
That's Texarkana, by the way, about an hour away. And
so I checked the weather, and what the storm is doing is it's doing a big circle. And right now we're like on the edge of the tip that's coming around, and the fat part of the circle. So the fat part's in Little Rock, where Arkadelphia, Texarkana is like right in the middle, and the tip's in between. So it's coming this way.
It looks like a big swirl, like a hurricane.
Yeah, and it's gonna rain all day. So we got to put the canopy up. We got to do some stuff so that we don't just sleep all day.
So let's not dilly-dally around. We got about 30 minutes to get all this up. Kelly just checked her phone and it said we had 1 minute till rainfall.
But then I checked the radar and it looks like it's not going to be completely over us. So we might get lucky and just get a few sprinkles. It's still going to be wet out here, so it's nice that we have the tent up so that I can do yoga and we can work out later. Cody can edit this video and be dry. Because even if it does just sprinkle, there's still going to be tons of moisture in the air.
So this is our very first time to make that into our, what do you want to call that, lounge?
I would just call it like our
living room. We've never set it up just to be the living room. Pretty excited to test it out. We're getting pretty close to being back on normal time of getting up, normal schedule after the time change. Because we got up at 8:30 this morning, which means we're getting pretty close to getting up at 7:30. Which means we have plenty of time to have breakfast and have an excuse to have breakfast instead of having waffles. Honey, what are we having this morning?
So this morning I'm gonna make, I guess we'll just call them Jack Johnson pancakes because it's banana and walnut.
So in the time Kelly cooked these pancakes, the sun came out, if y'all can tell. And not only has the sun come out, I don't think it's gonna rain at all.
Of course, after we set up all that stuff.
Let me show y'all what's going on. You won't believe this. This is kind of cool actually. So we're in the dead center between these two storms here. That's what we thought was going to hit us, was that right there. And it's not. This is kind of swirling back, so it's kind of like doing a hurricane thing. And you think that's going to hit us, and it doesn't right there. Dissipates, and that's what it looks like now. Tell me that's not crazy. I can guarantee if we wouldn't have put that up, it would have poured down raining all day.
Yep.
Wouldn't it?
That's how our luck goes.
Well, since we're not going to be doing anything with rain and we're just going to be editing and doing what we normally do, I guess we'll call it so. And
but hey, stay tuned for next Thursday, and we're going to be hitting these mountain bike trails. Can't wait.
It's going to be a blast. So we'll catch you on the other.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately. The other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bones, I'm remembering the words you told me. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.